If I were starting over on Poshmark in 2026, I would do everything differently from what I did when I first started. So much has changed, from the platform itself to buyer expectations to new tools and just the way the platform runs. So especially with what has been happening on Poshmark this last year, I would do everything differently. Let's get into it. Number one, I would learn as much about what sells well on Poshmark as I could. When I started almost 7 years ago, so a little bit about me. I started selling on eBay and Amazon first. So when I came to Poshmark almost 7 years ago, I had about, I think it was like 800 listings already on eBay. So I just assumed like, oh, everything I have on eBay, I'll just put it on Poshmark and it'll eventually sell there. No, that is so far from the truth. And I can't tell you how much junk I listed when I started 7 years ago. I wasn't really watching reselling YouTubers. I didn't really know like what was trending. I didn't even know about Poshmark parties. Like I didn't know any of that. I was brand new to Poshmark. Like I hadn't even shopped on there, nothing. Before 2019, I was never a buyer or a seller on Poshmark. So I knew nothing about it. So I just assumed everything I have listed on eBay, I'm going to put on Poshmark. And I wasted so much time listing things that I never should have put on Poshmark. If I were brand new, I would say learn as much as you can about what sells well on Poshmark. And I can teach you that for $1,000. Just buy my course, link down below. I'm kidding. I am so kidding. I know that triggered some of you. Jokes, don't click off, subscribe. It was all a joke. If you're new here, some of my humor is not that great. I'm joking. The great thing about being new or being experienced in 2026 is there is information out there that is completely free. I would recommend watching people's what sold videos. I would recommend watching Poshmark's platform itself. A lot of times they will tell you what is trending. If you're watching this and Poshmark parties still exist, I will say, and I've talked to Poshmark employees about this, a lot of what I'm going to share with you in this video, tips, I've taken from Poshmark employees. I'm not taking from other sellers. I'm not taking from Poshmark gossip. Like, this is from employees. They create those parties, those brands, based on what is currently selling the best on the platform. Now, that might change if you're watching this in like 2027, 2028, but coming up in 2026, that is the case. I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't learn that until a couple of years ago. So if I were brand new, I would take in as much information as I can. And you don't need to pay anyone for a course. If you want to, that's your own business. I'm not going to sell you one. I will tell you there is a wealth of information all over the internet. Take it all with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Learn how to check comps. But I listed so much junk on Poshmark that I just did not need to list, and I wasted time, friends, because I didn't have a cross-posting service. So I was cross-posting things from eBay to Poshmark, and I was sharing all by myself. No bot, no automation, no cross-posting, and I just wasted hours and hours of my life for things that just never sold on Poshmark. They never sold. They ended up selling on eBay, or I had to donate them. So that would be tip number one. It will save you so much time in the long run, especially if you're watching this and you have never been a reseller. You don't want to be listing a bunch of things that are just never going to sell because you don't even know. I always tell people, I get this question at least once a week. Like, I am brand new. I've never sold anything in my life. What do you recommend I do? Start with selling things around your house because you don't even know if you're going to like reselling. You don't know if you're going to like photographing, listing, dealing with the customer service. So I always tell people, for as long as you can, just start selling with things that you already have around your house. But once you move on from that and you start sourcing, get a feel for even if you like sourcing. You might go sourcing at a thrift store, a Goodwill outlet, a retail store and be like, this sucks. I hate this. And so many people quit reselling so quickly because they realize they don't like it. So learn what's selling. There is so much free information out there. Take it all with a grain of salt. But that is the first thing I would change. Number two, I would start treating my business like a business from day one. I always treated my eBay and my Amazon like a business. I would be diligent about photographing, listing. I would batch put my inventory away. I would batch, meaning I would take like 50 photos at one time, or 50 items. I would photograph them all at once because I work full time and I'm a part-time reseller. So I have to do things in batches. I would put all my inventory away. Every morning I would check my questions, and Poshmark kind of fell to the wayside. So I didn't make much money like the first year on Poshmark because I didn't treat it like a business. It was just like my fluffy other platform that like, oh yeah, like they don't care about cancellations over there, and it doesn't matter. Like you don't have to ship like super fast, and you know, I still did, but I was way more relaxed on Poshmark. And had I treated my Poshmark when I started like I treated my eBay and my Amazon stores, I could have been making a lot more money really quickly. So once you get to the point that you realize you like reselling and you're gonna go and continue to do it, treat it like a business. Answer the customer service questions that people post. Ship your items timely. I can tell you right now, I'm filming this the end of 2025. Poshmark was purchased not too long ago, and they're implementing a lot of policies that are holding sellers accountable to be good customer service sellers. They're going to have policies soon coming out for those people that cancel too excessively. They don't want us canceling on our buyers. They don't want you to have extremely long shipping times. They just implemented this update where right on the front of your profile, it says when you were last active, how fast you ship, how many items you've sold. I personally think it should have always been that way. That's how it's always been on eBay. Like front and center, they can see all your seller stats. So they're going to be holding sellers accountable. That did not exist when I started almost 7 years ago. You kind of had to hunt for that information if you could even find it at all. So day one, learn what sells. Don't waste your time listing a bunch of junk just because you can get it for free or you can get it for super cheap. And 2, treat it like a business from day one. Stay on top of your customer service, because if you decide you love reselling, you don't want to get your account in trouble because you're offering poor customer service or you're canceling a bunch of sales, because Poshmark, by the time you're watching this video, is tracking all of those things. Master the new tools quickly, friends, and use them. Poshmark will reward you for using them. If you don't know the new tools that they currently have, I will leave a link to videos where I have done full reviews talking about, they're releasing tools left and right. I can't even keep up. Like they have the smart sell, they have price drop, they have new analytics and dashboards for sellers. They partnered with a AI platform that allows you to use that platform for free for a year. They're like top tier level, so you could get access to that. It's kind of like, I keep forgetting the name. It's like ChatGPT's $20 a month. What? Can you comment the name down below? That's so sad. I actually just used it today, but it's escaping me. So stay up to date on the new tools. How do you stay up to date? 1, you subscribe to my channel, because something new that I've been doing on this channel, and I've been doing it all of 2025, is giving you all platform updates. So anytime a new feature launches, big news drops about Poshmark, eBay, ThredUp, I am your girl. I post the videos and I post them very timely, so subscribe. Shameless plug. If you enjoy those types of updates, but I always say a well-informed reseller is a better reseller, because you can make better business decisions quickly and you can make more money. So stay up to date on the tools that they're offering. Like right now, everyone's talking about, they took away a tool called bulk sharing. If you're watching this like deep into 2026 and you're brand new, you're probably like, I don't even know what that is. Don't worry about it, girl. It's gone. You don't have to worry about it. Just know right now, as I'm filming this, people are very pissed that it is gone. So features come, features go. Stay on top of it. Did I know any of this stuff 7 years ago? Absolutely not. I didn't even learn about offers to likers till like after a year of selling on Poshmark. I will say, I really did not take Poshmark seriously the first year. I was just so focused on being an Amazon seller and an eBay seller. I was really focused on growing my Amazon at that time. And if you go back on this channel, some of my most viewed videos are Amazon videos. Like I used to go out, retail arbitrage, send boxes and boxes to Amazon every month. So if you're interested in Amazon, I mean, their platform has changed a lot. I don't sell on there at all. I haven't made a single sale on Amazon in 2025. Once I started live selling, which we'll talk more about that in a minute, I really stopped Amazon selling, but I do have like 40 videos on Amazon selling in this on this channel. So I will say stay abreast of the tools. The way you can do that is make sure you read your emails from Poshmark. And if you don't want to do that, subscribe to me because I will put the emails in video format for you. But check your app. They also have a blog. Their blog kind of sucks, you guys. They don't update it very frequently. So yeah, I mean, check the blog, but like they really only update it like a couple times a year, I feel like. Okay, this one is probably going to ruffle some feathers, but stay with me. I think I've told you all this. You don't have to listen to me. What do I always say on this channel? I tell you what's working for me. You take that information and do with it whatever you want. Obviously, you don't have to do what Nikki says, but Nikki thinks that everyone should try live selling a couple times. I really do, especially if you're watching this in 2026 and you are brand new and you've even been thinking about live selling and you think you might like it. I think everyone should try it. Live selling is going to be a big path of the future for selling, just even in general. Live selling's been around a very long time before Whatnot and Poshmark and apps had it. I mean, look at QVC, right? But it's doing nothing but exploding right now, and it's going to continue to explode. Why do you think we see brands now live selling? We actually see department stores like Free People live sells here on Poshmark, the actual brand Free People. They would not do that if there was no future there. You may hate it, and that's okay. You do it, and then you never do it again. But you might love it. And if you love it, it is just another pot for you to grow some money. And Poshmark is very much pushing live selling. They're doing a lot of new features for live selling right now. Like right now, they're going to implement free bundling. So if someone buys a couple things from your live sale, then they go to your closet and buy a couple things, you can bundle those into one sale. That is coming. Poshmark is putting a lot of technology into live selling. And I think it doesn't hurt to try it a couple times. I do always say, though, I don't recommend just trying it once. Because the first time, you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to figure out how to run the item, like how you want to talk, how you want to look. I do think you need to try and do it a couple times, maybe like a couple times in a month. Get a feel for it. If you hate it, never do it again. But if you're like, you know what, I could do this. Maybe I could do this once a week just to supplement my income when listings are slow or maybe things aren't selling. I say give it a try. And you can practice, you know. I always recommend, because people are like, well, how do I practice? Hopefully Poshmark will implement this technology. They're a little behind with live selling technology, but I do believe they'll catch up. Like on Whatnot, you can do a test live stream where it's set up like a live sale, like you're going live, but it's just a test and no one sees it. It's like on a back end. And I wish Poshmark had that, but they don't right now as of the time I'm filming this. So I always recommend just put your camera in front of a ring light or a window, put it on a stand, put your selfie camera on and act like you're doing a live sale. Record it. Watch yourself back, figure out like, oh, am I awkward with my hand like this? Am I talking really high? Like people get really nervous. Just, you know, give some feedback to yourself and keep doing that until you feel comfortable. I do recommend trying it though, because you never know, you might like it. You can grow a loyal fan base that way. All you need is 5 or 10 people that are buying in your live sale to have a great live sale. I've literally been in live sales with hundreds of people and they are running things at $10 and nobody's buying things. I was literally just in a live sale today. She had 130 people in there. She had a brand new with tags like was it Old Navy? It was, no, Banana Republic dress. She started at $5. No one bought it. Then I went into a live sale that had 15 people and she had new with tags Old Navy and she was like selling this stuff at 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks because I was listening to her talk. She's very calm on camera. She's like very like lax, like how's your day? She knew everybody's names. There was only like 15 people in there. She's like, Jenny, how's your son? Oh my gosh, I remember when you had him. And they are just eating it up and buying everything. She sold everything when I was there for 30 minutes. So If you want to know more about live selling, I have a series on live selling on the channel. I'll link it down below. I've already done like 40 videos on live selling. I filmed my first ever live sale on Whatnot. I filmed my first ever live sale on Poshmark. Like, I have a ton of videos on live selling I can link for you down below. I know that's going to ruffle some feathers because those of you that hate live selling are very vocal. But for those of you that actually like it, maybe share in the comments your positive experiences about it, because I feel like we've all heard negative.